Hey, it's Tim.
And it's Amy from GoWithLess. We're glad you're here. In this week's video, we're having you tag along with us in San Miguel de Allende for the week. We hope you watch the whole video.
Every Wednesday here on our channel, we come out with a new video, typically talking about our early retirement or our nomadic lifestyle. In 2015, we left our careers in our late 40s and retired early. And in January of 2020, we sold our home and became full-time nomads.
In today's video, we're pulling out some of the fun that we got up to this week. That included some worth it splurges. If you like today's video, please make sure to subscribe over here because the next few weeks are going to be similar. We have a lot of fun stuff planned in San Miguel and we're really looking forward to bringing you along.
Here's something that we sort of realized in our time here is that just because it's Mexico doesn't mean it's necessarily inexpensive. So we are seeking value wherever we go. That doesn't mean we always find it. Also, we're not trying to be as cheap as we can possibly be. However, here in San Miguel, there are hotel rooms that go for $500 a night. We were in a shopping center. We went into a Macy's-like store called Liverpool, and they had Izod shirts that were $150 a piece. So you have to do a little work to actually find the value here in San Miguel.
That's right. So let's get going. It's Saturday, and that means the organic market in San Miguel de Allende. It runs until about 4 o'clock each Saturday, but what we found today is that most things that we wanted to eat were sold out by about 1 o'clock. So get here a little bit earlier.
I think it's worth mentioning this market is two different things. So there's like food that you can eat currently, and then there's also things you can buy. So we bought some groceries. We're going to sort of share that with you. So this was the first day of our sort of new model where we're going to talk about things we spent this week. So we bought some mole. So this is, we're very excited about having the mole.
Dried fruit.
And this was a splurge. This was not inexpensive. This was sort of pricey. As a matter of fact, I think this market as a whole is sort of targeted at a touristy market. So the prices are probably more than you're going to pay for a lot of other things you might run into here in Mexico. Yeah, potentially.
Yeah, so this package of mole was about $10 US. That's kind of expensive. That's a splurge for us. We also bought these delicious fresh figs. These are usually quite expensive in the States. Delicious zanahoria, carrots. These are gonna, I bet, be really sweet. I'm real excited to try these. Oh, here's another thing we got.
Oh, this was kind of fun. We actually bought this on the street. So this is almost 2 pounds or potentially 2 pounds of pecans. And we basically paid, what do we pay?
About
100 pesos, about $5
yeah,
for
good
these
deal
pecans.
for those.
That was a good value.
Yeah, so I bought some, we have a lot of mosquitoes here because it's the rainy season. So I bought a nice mosquito repellent that's all natural. So we're gonna share with you how much everything costs at the end of the video, the whole week, but it just gives you a little idea. So if you are coming to the Mercado Sano or the organic market, just a heads up, we've been here 5 years ago. Upstairs used to have a whole bunch of little cute restaurants and stalls. Those seem to be closed, and I'm gonna guess that's from COVID.
Yeah.
Probably COVID, which is a shame. Maybe those will come back. But definitely make this a stop on your week if you are in San Miguel de Allende. Monday morning at 9 a.m. the flower man comes and offers flowers at the house. I splurged this week and got all of these flowers. It isn't a huge expense, but it will make me so happy. I'm calling this a worth it splurge. All of these sunflowers and a dozen roses were $15 for the entire bunch. It'll last the whole week.
Okay, we are here at a really cool charity event at the Rosewood Hotel. It's called 100 Women Who Care, and it is for men as well. It's not necessarily 100 women, but it is a really cool charity event. It happens for 1 hour every quarter, and we were lucky enough to attend today. All kinds of charities throw their name in the hat. 3 different names are picked out, and each one of these 3 charities talks about their organization for 5 minutes, and then the group votes on who gets all of the money for that meeting. Today's was a charity that is for Books for All, another one for sterilizing people's pets who can't afford to sterilize their pets, and another was for continuing bee preservation in this area. All fantastic organizations. Turns out the Books for All got the money, and we donated $50 to this today. We were really happy to be a part of it.
We rounded up a fun group of 9 to visit the Tianguis, the Tuesday market. This outdoor event is not as big as it used to be pre-COVID, but you see that it's still very, very lively. You can get almost anything at the Tuesday market. Our friend Kathy enjoying a piece of pizza. You can get breakfast, lunch, groceries. We got lots of fruits and vegetables, delicious cakes. Not just food, you can get toys and clothing, electronics, movies. Make sure to check out the Tianguis if you're in San Miguel de Allende.
Yummy. Me gusta mucho.
One day this week, we rounded up a group of 10 of us into the home where we're house sitting with permission, and we played Mexican Train. We had a great time having game night and a potluck in the middle of the day on a weekday. So fun.
It's time for girls' time. As a nomad, I never ever get time just with girlfriends, and that is essential. So while I am over here at the Inside Cafe with 4 girlfriends, Tim is having guys' night, having probably some beer. So this little hole in the wall from the street is actually a really charming restaurant. So I'm excited to show you what we're up to upstairs. So how much did all this fun in San Miguel cost us? The answer is $309 for the 2 of us. That includes our food, our groceries, our restaurants, our shopping at the market, our entertainment, our charitable donation, our flowers, all of it, $309. Now, something that is conspicuously missing from this is accommodations. We don't have any hotel or Airbnb because we're on a house sit here. So that really saved us quite a bit. But even so, $309 for 2 people. We haven't cooked a single meal at home all week. I'd say that's a pretty good deal.
I think it's a fantastic deal.
And we weren't being cheap.
No, we weren't being cheap, and so I think it does take a little bit of work. I think we've mentioned before that we like to spend a couple of weeks in a place just to get acclimated, and sort of I think that's also in terms of seeking value. There's also, that's part of the equation, is when we get to a place, it's finding the place where we're going to be able to do things affordably and like we want to do. And so, but there is plenty of value to be had here in San Miguel, and we love this city. It is a phenomenal place and would encourage you to come for sure.
Now, in next week's video, we hope you'll stay tuned because we are kicking off the video with a wonderful art tour of street art. So if you like street art, make sure subscribe over here. We will see you next Wednesday. Adios.
Adios.